Hello, fellow tech leads. The topic of today's discussion is: should junior engineers be responsible for the technical design of their projects or not? Let's go. Generally, in most engineering teams, the system design and architecture are the responsibility of the technical leads. After all, they are the most tech savvy and most experienced people, so why shouldn't they just figure out the architecture of the system and let more junior people implement it? Such an approach allows tech lead to use their time efficiently and also greatly reduces the risk on the projects, as most of the risky areas are covered by the technical leads upfront. However, there are several issues with this generally accepted approach. First, if junior engineers never try to doing design by themselves, they will never be able to develop the design skills and will unlikely to grow into more senior positions. Of course, they will be able to gain some knowledge by seeing how their senior colleagues approach the design, and also they'll be able to check the results of their work and learn from that. But they will never be able to become independent system designers without trying this by themselves. They need to go through the difficult cycle of trying, failing, learning from failures, and eventually becoming better and better with every single part of a cycle. Not allowing junior engineers to do technical design for their projects severely limits their growth. And as we discussed in these videos, focusing on long-term growth in the engineering team is essential for every successful technical lead. Second, when the design is given to junior engineers, they usually have no say in the implementation approach, and therefore they have much lower sense of ownership for the problem. After all, if they are only responsible for the implementation, they focus on implementation and won't challenge the design. If there are any flaws with the design, the junior engineers blindly put these flaws into implementation. What's even worse, sometimes junior engineers don't even agree with the design direction at all and don't have a buy-in for the idea. This might happen for a variety of reasons, but the results is the same. Junior engineers end up not focusing on excellence and up just doing what their boss said them to do. This effectively reduces the work of such junior engineers to mere mindless coders, something that's neither enjoyable nor productive. Short term, junior engineers will be less productive, and long term, they will have higher chances of looking for new opportunities and leaving the team for something more meaningful. Given these issues, it's important to understand why it often happens that the tech leads don't allow more junior engineers to do the design. Generally, it's a symptom of tech leads not trusting the junior engineers and willing to have high level of control that's needed. Effectively, this is the technical micromanagement, a situation where all the power of making impactful technical decisions is concentrated in the hands of one person. This is an indicator of a tech lead lacking important delegation skills. Of course, there is another common reasons why junior engineers are not allowed to design. Some junior engineers are simply not interested in doing anything complex, not interested in owning the results of their work, and are not willing to do anything that pushes them out of their comfort zone. This unfortunately happens more often than not, and the best solution is trying not to hire engineers that are not focused on their own constant improvements. This video discusses this topic in greater details. All right, so how would the competent tech lead enable junior engineers to participate in a technical design? The approach is pretty simple. First, you need to start small, and second, you need to have frequent checks on the progress. Give your junior engineer a small part of a project to provide the design first. For example, I assume there is a simple project that junior engineers needs to implement. and it involves creating a new web page for the existing site. It includes 3 general engineering subproblems. A part to perform some computation on the data. Second, to store the computation results in the database. And third, show these results on a web page. As a tech lead, you can give your junior engineer the easiest part to design and then design the rest of the project by yourself. The easiest part is usually the less risky one, the one that probably has some existing similar components that could be used as an example. Usually that's also the one that's just hard to design in the wrong way. Given the design task to the junior engineer and have frequent checkups with them on the progress. Let's say the less risky part is the UI part, and this is where you give your junior engineers to design. If they get stuck on something while designing, or if they take it completely wrong direction, you would be able to detect it relatively quickly and help them to correct the course. If, for example, the rest of the site uses React.js, but the engineer wants to use another JavaScript framework for this newly designed page for absolutely no reason, you would be able to catch this early and explain to the engineer the importance of the consistency between different parts of the system. Then, after the design is ready and it's approved by you, let them proceed to the next stage and implement the whole project. The next time, they will likely be able to make more than one part of the projects to design. For example, ask them to design the UI and also the database integration. Alternatively, they might be able to take a more complex part of a project to design. For example, they would be able to design the business logic, for which there is no good example in the existing system. We discussed this approach of small, constant challenges that could be used for growth effectively in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new from it, and you could apply it to your everyday work life as a tech lead. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.